welcome to Take Two Radio Music. I'm Pam, your host, and my special guest co-host, my buddy Michael Ricucci of Terrorizing Records, is with me today. How are you doing, Michael?
Doing great, Pam. How are you?
Great. I'm just so excited for this interview, I can't even tell you, because I think these guys are going to be a hoot. What do you think?
I definitely think so. They've been doing a lot, and it's been fun to. I've heard them before and love their music, but it's really cool to see what they're doing with videos and getting the fans involved. And then the feature on everything they're going to talk about, I know we're going to get into some of that video feature they've been doing, is really kind of bringing people into the whole recording process and what they're all about. So I'm really excited to hear from them personally.
Most definitely. And let me go ahead and announce, because I think we have our second caller up here. So today we welcome Adam and Keith from the band 88. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
How are you? We planned that.
Everybody's with us, right?
Yeah, we're here.
How are you guys doing today? You been busy?
I'm on vacation. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia,
and I'm in sunny Southern California.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
what are you guys up to?
Which one's in Georgia?
Keith,
okay. And you're in California. Yeah. I'm in Chicago, and Michael's in D.C., so we're all over the map.
Wow. Technology.
Yeah.
Bringing it together.
I just love it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do anything like this, you know? And then sometimes it doesn't cooperate with you, and you have those kinks, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, I always like to start out with this band or the singer or whoever, you know, talking about how they became interested in music. But this time around, I think I'd like to just know how you guys ended up playing together.
Well, we went to high school together, Adam and I, and so we've known each other for a very long time, and we had similar interests in high school, although we weren't really close friends till right near the end of high school. We always had very similar musical tastes, and he was always kind of on my radar, but I think he was a little more wild at that age than I was. I was a little more straight-laced. Still, I wasn't ready to go to that side yet. And but the last day of high school, we got together and recorded a song with another really close friend of ours. And we've literally been doing it ever since. It's the strangest thing. I mean, I would have never foresaw that or predicted that, and it's really special that we're still as close as we are and still making music.
It's been
I would
22
imagine
years
you guys
now.
feel like family now.
Yeah,
I was just going to say we've been through everything. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but we're really lucky to have enjoyed most of the process, and that's what's kept us going.
Now, who chose the name of the band, the 88, and where does it come from?
It comes from 88 keys on the piano.
Ah, okay, that works.
Yeah,
also,
when and it was a guy that was a former member of the band. It was actually, we saw it, there was a band by the name of the French Kicks from New York, and they had a song on one of their records called the 88, and it was referring to, I guess, a prison cell or something like that, like a night spent in jail, and it was just on a list of hundreds of names because we were trying to find a name, and for some reason that one stuck. Like everyone could kind of find something in it that they appreciated. Another reference is the first recognized rock and roll song is called Rocket 88 by Jackie Brenston, and Ike Turner plays on it. And so at the time our drummer was really, you know, he was super into that old blues and old jazz stuff, so he really liked it for that reason. Piano was always a really big part of our band, so, you know, another word for a piano was an 88, so, you know, just stuff like that. And we also thought we could kind of put our own meaning to this word. It's not like you hear it and you go, oh, they're this, or they're, you know. And so those were the reasons, I think.
Well, it's nice and easy to remember, a nice short name, you know, to put out there that people can affiliate with you guys. Now, you've toured all over and hooked up with Ray Davies, of which I understand was a big dream come true for you all. How did you end up playing with him?
He was just looking for a band to open the shows and back him up on a few songs at the end of his set, which was mostly acoustic, and or was all acoustic, and then he wanted a band to kind of come out and back him at the end. And somehow, just through, our people heard that he was looking, and they asked if we'd be interested in doing that. So we said, of course, and we did some live recordings that he wanted to hear of Kinks songs, and he liked it apparently, and asked us to do the tour. And so that was a really amazing. I wouldn't even call it a dream come true, because who would have ever thought about that?
Right.
Such a weird. Yeah.
What's that feeling like for you guys? And you're saying that you go back all the way to high school to and I'm assuming that when you started out playing gigs, parties, private parties, whatever, what's that feeling like to see you guys grow up and really stick together and play with Ray Davies, play with the Kinks, and have that experience coming from where you guys grew up?
Well, I think you have to be that type of person that is kind of always, waxing nostalgic about how far we've come and all the things we've seen and done, and here we are with Ray Davies. And I don't really think I think like that, or I can't remember a time where I was like, hey, buddy, can you imagine we're here with Ray Davies? I don't know about that, but I mean, it is an amazing thing, just because I'm such a giant fan of his that it wasn't just like meeting a famous person, but someone that like really had a huge part in like kind of the amount of time that I spent thinking about that man. I mean,
well, it's like you kind of brought it to reality a little bit.
The reality of it is like how much I listened to his music and things like that. So it is a crazy thing. But I just think just that we're even still together and in each other's lives, I mean, me and Adam is just like a really special thing that I feel really, lucky to experience that. So whether it's with Ray Davies or not, it's still just neat that we're, that we still like each other and have fun together,
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. Keith and I played a party a couple weeks ago, just in front of 20 people or so in a small house, and that feeling is the same feeling that I have when I'm playing on stage with Keith in front of a lot of people, playing with Ray Davies. It doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing or who we're playing in front of. It's all the same, and it's the same enjoyment and fulfillment, whether like we're playing in front of two people or many. So I think that's how I feel about it, or how it works.
But we definitely had plenty of kind of goosebump moments on those tours, for sure, especially usually just like backstage stuff, like playing songs with him acoustic, and Adam was always quick to kind of videotape it or, record it. Just those are like the moments that I remember that I take away. It's just the more personal moments with him and getting to play kind of rare songs that we wouldn't play live with him, but just for me as a fan, just just so exciting.
And that's why I wanted to ask about the Ray Davies, because I mean, I've watched some of your videos and I've read about you guys, and just seeing and listening to the influences and how you guys and you don't just appreciate being in front of people or having your music heard, on shows or whatever, but it really is that connection to a deeper root of where you guys came, and that's why I thought it was so cool to hear that you guys started in high school, because you're thinking about Ray Davies, like you said, you're thinking about that man like all the time, and now you made it to where you could play with him and be a part of that with your music, and that just, to me, that kind of supersedes, like you were saying, just big crowds and all that stuff. And I just think that it was an awesome way to answer that question with the personal stories backstage, and I'm sure those songs were legendary as well.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. The first tour we did with him made no sense financially. It made no sense. Like, it just didn't make any sense on paper, but but it was a no-brainer. I mean, I can't speak for Adam or any of the other guys in the band, but for me, I mean, you know, it was just like, well, of course, like, okay, yeah, well, so we're gonna lose money, okay,
yeah,
this is gonna be amazing, you know. And then, you know, and the more we did with them, obviously, it started to make more sense financially and all that stuff. But, yeah, it was. I mean, gosh, it was just yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah,
sounds like it was a good risk. It was a really good risk.
Yeah, well, you got TV exposure from all of that too, from being on Jimmy Fallon and Live with Regis and Kelly, and you know, different talk shows.
Yep, we did those things, and yep. It was all fun stuff.
Actually, the song that we did on Jimmy Fallon was David Watts, which was a song that I think we kind of got Ray to play a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So when he was auditioning bands to play with him, he requested them to record 3 Kink songs, and we ended up recording, I think, 5 or 6, but that was not on the list, so we decided to add it anyways. And I think from there he just, you know, decided to start playing that one with us, and then we ended up recording it with him for an album that he put out a couple years ago called See My Friends.
Oh,
yeah.
That was great. Wow. And that's available for all of our listeners to purchase?
Yeah, so
See
he
My
put
Friends.
out he put out a record 2 years ago with different artists. Frank Black is on it, Spoon, Alex Chilton, a lot of great artists, and they are we're all doing Kink songs, and so we did David Watts with him, and we actually got to do it at his studio.
We got to record with them in Muswell Hill and at Conch Studios, where, you know, they did all their 70s and 80s, all the recordings, I think, from early 70s on. So, yeah, I mean, there's these, like, those are the moments, you know, like me and Todd, our bass player, and Ray, like, around a microphone singing backup harmonies. It's like, there were definitely 100 moments of, like, how the hell did this happen?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You know, yeah, it's totally crazy.
Well, you guys release some awesome music on your own. I mean, I just see, so there's hard to pick a favorite out of your songs because they're all so unique. And you just recently released your LP, Fortune Teller, and I'd love to go ahead and play one of the songs from that for our listeners so they can just get a taste of what it's about. And I'm going to play I Saw the Light That Day, if you guys won't mind hanging on for a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Great.
Thank you.
Hold me like